In hot, arid regions where every drop of water matters, seawater desalination has become a key solution. But what should we do with the concentrated brine left after seawater desalination through reverse osmosis? Discharge it back into the sea, disrupting the fragile ecosystems of warm seas? This is highly undesirable, as these toxic byproducts demand a more responsible approach. This is where innovative wind-powered evaporators, WPE, come into play. They tackle two problems at once: the environmentally safe processing of toxic brines and the recycling of plastic PET bottles, which, when released into the environment, pollute oceans, rivers, and soil, and harm animals that mistake them for food. Approximately 500 billion plastic bottles are produced annually, and only 10 to 15% are recycled. The rest gradually degrade into microplastics, which find their way into food chains, including our own. At the same time, brine discharges from reverse osmosis desalination plants amount to hundreds of millions of cubic meters daily, making them one of the most critical environmental challenges in water desalination. One simple yet innovative solution can address these problems: wind-powered evaporators, WPE. Traditional methods of intensifying evaporation in evaporation ponds are unfortunately often dangerous and harmful to surrounding areas. Spraying water into the atmosphere leads to the formation of toxic aerosols, which pollute the environment and pose a threat to nearby ecosystems. Therefore, we need a new, safe, and efficient way to dispose of these liquid wastes without increasing the size of evaporation ponds. Wind-powered evaporators, WPE, are a breakthrough technology in wastewater management. WPEs, made from over 90% discarded PET bottles and recycled plastic, utilize only wind energy and the dry air of deserts to ensure intensive evaporation of water from a hydrophobic mesh wetted with brine, without the formation of toxic aerosols and without complex mechanisms. A simple rotary wind turbine, also crafted from recycled plastic, powers the rotation of large yet lightweight wheels assembled from numerous PET bottles. These wheels, rolling over the water, carry a hydrophobic mesh that hangs freely into the pond. The mesh is periodically wetted with brine from the pond and dries as it's exposed to the blowing dry air. This process involves no splashing or formation of toxic aerosols. It's all very simple. This is a solution that does not harm the environment and is accessible to every region, especially those with a hot climate. Wind-powered evaporators, WPE, are incredibly cost-efficient to produce. PET bottles, which pollute our planet, are given a new extended life in this application before eventually being recycled and turned back into plastic. Their transformation into hydrophobic materials makes WPEs lightweight, durable, and affordable. The WPE design, constructed from PE bottles, features a porous structure that allows wind to pass through, enabling intensive evaporation. Thanks to the film-based nature of the evaporation process, the risk of atmospheric pollution is minimized. For example, each of these 3 WPE units, with a diameter of 1.6 meters, is constructed using 1,600 PET bottles with a capacity of 1.5 liters each. This means that every WPE unit of this design utilizes 4,800 empty bottles with a total weight of 216 kilograms and a displacement of 7.2 tons. With these parameters, the WPE wheel will float primarily on the water surface and easily roll along its circular trajectory, driven by the torque generated by the wind turbine. The axis of the wind turbine is fixed relative to the bottom of the evaporation pond with a stationary rod. By optimally placing WPE units across the pond's surface, it is possible to achieve high evaporation efficiency while requiring relatively minimal pond area. Each wind-powered evaporator is a step toward a cleaner planet. We address 2 critical issues: plastic recycling and the safe disposal of brine. Imagine how many discarded PET bottles can be transformed into useful devices improving life in hot regions, preserving the environment, and solving the problem of freshwater scarcity in areas with arid climates. The future lies in innovations that care for our planet. Wind-powered evaporators are more than just technology. They represent hope for sustainable development, a clean environment, and solutions to global challenges. Join us in this mission.